Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Sorry, I have to come back and restart because something choked my throat. So I have to close and clear my throat before I start. It is because Derek Money is here for this year, 2024. I'm sure that is why something nearly choked my throat. Because all this while, nothing choked my throat until he came. And when he came to what he's doing, only God can save him. No human being will speak any wisdom for him to listen. Only God can save him. Alright, it's been long. Where have you been?
Last time I've been around, our industry, the hustle and tussle.
Who is hustling? You?
Yeah, I'm a hustler.
By you, I thought you are now the latest producer on radio in Ghana. So
yeah,
executive.
Yes. Executive producer.
But still,
executive producers don't hustle.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
Plus your hair, your new hairstyle crowd doesn't show.
You just want to tell me I'm okay. Your boy is okay.
Yeah, but look at your hairstyle. Look at your chain, your gold chain.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, brass I mean. Okay.
That's our brother.
Brass I mean. Yes. Still we are hustling. We just want the best for the industry.
Yeah. So for the industry.
Yeah, for the industry.
And not for yourself.
No, for myself, for the betterment of the industry. So no matter the situation, once I'm doing something for myself, the results will go back into the industry.
But what do you think will be the issues, or what do you think are the main issues of the industry that you want the best for? What are the main issues bothering the industry?
The main issue bothering this industry are the things you are supposed to project that will bring good things or results into the industry. You are not projecting those things. We also like to jump into sensations and then things that will have just a few days trend
of hype.
Yes, then we go back to our normal default settings. That is something we need to take a critical look at, because if you continue concentrating on stuff like that, I think it will bring us back. Whilst other industries are moving forward, we will be retrogressing, which is very bad of us.
That's the key word.
Yes,
we'll be retrogressing.
Exactly. So we need to throw more light on things that will bring progress.
Okay.
Content, talent that needs the push, not anything on the street, on the highway we take and then we try to
Yes,
push.
okay.
Later, we don't have any results.
Okay.
I think that is one of the problems we are facing as industry people.
Well, I like where Derek money is coming from. Because of that, I have a topic that I would want us to start from there. This is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily can only be watched here on Sammy Flex TV, here on YouTube, as well as on our Facebook pages. Remember that the gentleman in the studio made up of Roland Amate, who is at my immediate left, works with Shagzy, works with Shatter Movement Empire, and of course, in the middle, Derek Money. You've heard the voice already. He's also a show producer, executive producer at DLFM, and of course, he's also a journalist and a pundit, same way here in our industry. In Team Dodu Solomon is also called Chemo, and Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. He's also in for your digital solutions. Contact him for quick fix any day, anytime. Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera for us here at Sammy Flex TV, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Tap Send is also working with you if you want to send money from abroad to Ghana. Remember, one app does it better, and that app is Tap Send. Now let me go back to Ora Money and do this quickly with him, because he brought something that is related to one of the topics. He said our industry, we like to jump into the sensations, and the next day we are off. We all move on to our next business. Here in Ghana, our music industry has produced another sensation. His name is Newman. What's the other name? Newman. Saf Newman. And as it stands now, when you go online, almost every person who has some influence, especially on social media, they have posted him, thanks to Sarfo and some other people who started this hype. Newman is being mentioned almost everywhere that we are discussing Ghana music, and there are threats around such, because we've seen many of them like that. They come giddy 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 and poof, they are nowhere to be found again. Remember a gentleman called Alligator App? His other name was Alomo Jata. Yeah, Alomo Jata. At a point, almost every radio station or TV station was chasing him. Now, he has been releasing songs. The last time we had an interview with his brother, he said, we are done with him. In fact, used and abused, as usual. I'm using such stories in reference to Saf Newman's story. If we are given a chance to sit him down to advise what he's enjoying now, to advise him on what he's enjoying now, what would be our advice? And Derek will start this. Derek, have you posted him too?
I've commented but not posted.
Why haven't you posted him? I've seen Frankie Five making appeals.
Yeah, making serious appeal to industry people. Throw some spotlight on him. But I mean, the thing is, the reason why I did not post or I haven't posted is at times when you look at these sensations, I believe in originality. When the thing is original, authentic, you see this is a talent. That is where you need to use your muscles to push it. But I realized something peculiar about him. He has that humor whenever he's singing. So people are falling with the humor, but they are not laying down to the talent. I've listened to that Akonobani song and other Akokwa song, and then one rap song Sarfo was doing that challenge. I think with the hip hop style, he can be that kind of guy.
Oh, he does a hip hop style too.
Yeah, he released one song like that. I saw Sarfo doing a challenge on it on TikTok.
Okay.
But I think it's good to have a sensation. But as far as we are having sensations within our industry, we need to check the personality, whether the person, what the person is bringing on the table. Is it just mere sensation or something that will lead to an industry conversation or something that will project the industry? Not just a sensation. Because we've had the likes of AY Poyos and the Bosum Piyons who break through the internet to their star. And as it stands now, when we are looking for them, it's very difficult to point out this is AY Poyo's new song or AY Poyo's music career as hyped or better positioned to that angle. We don't see them like that. But I mean, him coming as a sensation, we like it. And we like to talk about it. But the thing is, as a young artist, that's how we are branding him now. He's an artist. As a young artist, there are certain things he needs to take into measures. Because once your food is on the table, everybody will like to eat. Whilst they are eating, you need to picture the people who are eating mo twa kontomro na mo de kwese o manum na so ma on faso no. As it stands now, everybody will be going for you. Okay. Saf Newman. Once you are going, you need to know the people you are working with. For instance, somebody might or probably sitting down, talk in terms of, I want to sign you. Signing an innocent guy like this onto a contract. Yeah, innocent guy. He's very innocent. Look at his face. Signing an innocent guy like this, I think he needs to have some people who back him, especially when it comes to the contract. Because automatically, once he's moving forward, that thing will pop up. So you need to have people around him that are going to guide him and coach him. When you look at the way he sings, he even needs to be nurtured. The sensation just came in, but he needs to be nurtured musically to know where he's going to position his music in order to fit into the music industry or this music system. Okay. If things like this are not put into consideration, he will come and then he will go just like people came and then they are gone. So I will advise him he should have a serious management, not just a management, a serious management who are willing to work. You can have people around you who you call your managers, but people who are not working. You can have people around you who are working but not working right. So you need to have the right team around him who are going to guide him, nurture him to fit into the music game and the business. Also, as I said earlier on with the law or contract signing aspect of it, he needs to approach a lawyer as soon as possible because people will be chasing him. People have started even chasing him. So people will be chasing him, come and sign contract. He needs to be very vigilant when it comes to certain things like that. Everybody wants to come and eat the food because that is why people are jumping into the trend like that. And I just want to advise him, he should be very careful. He's very young. And when certain things happen like to you like this, especially hype, you are not very careful, you'll be drained by the hype. And he's enjoying the hype as well. So if care is not taken, the hype will drain him and even drain to the extent that it will drain his talent. If his talent though, it will drain the talent. So he needs to take all these measures into consideration. Then I think if he gets all these gadgets together and they move forward, I think he can be a musician we are all expecting.
Well, very well elaborated. Of course, all are for Saf Newman. The package is for Saf Newman. So, in case you came around this and you loved it, just go and share it with Saf Newman. The message is for him. Chamo, any advice to the young lad? And I have seen some people trying to even give him some direct messages online. I saw a Tulenke tweet about him. Maybe Richie, if you have it, I can read the Tulenke tweet a little bit. Tulenke told him, "You are an anomaly, yet I believe you are destined for greatness. My advice to you is to get yourself a lawyer ASAP before you even sit in a room with anyone or put pen to any contract. Your next decision will either make or break you. Good luck." And this is a direct caution to him. Of course, we all know what Tulenke also suffered when he was also coming up, and I'm sure the same advice is trying to give to the young man, Saf Newman. I've seen him already granting interviews to media houses, and he's on a journey, but the journey is very slippery, and I'm sure these are some cautions coming from some colleagues, Tulenke here as well. Yes. Well, any word of advice to?
Yeah, but this is not anything new. We have seen it many times. The likelihood of you staying on top or getting the spotlight is really low. So, I mean, the likelihood of him not making it in the industry is higher than him making it. So, which is why it is really important that he takes some advice, but it should be the good one. I mean, some people will advise him all right, but if you take such advice, it's like you will not even notice that you are there. It has happened to some people before. We can mention somebody like Ukrasini Samuel and I think Eriko or something. Eriko especially came back later and apologized to somebody like Okrikumanti. That's why I'm mentioning that name. Okay. They got an advice that Okrikumanti is cheating them. So they should do their own thing. They moved out and we never saw them again. So be careful about the kind of advice that you get in the industry.
Okay.
The thing is highly competitive. You will not stay on top forever. And in fact, you even staying on top for a longer time is really, really difficult. So you, I mean, after getting this spotlight, everybody talking about you, people want to see you and all that. Yes, it's good. But now you should be thinking, how do I sustain this? How do I stay in the industry for a longer time? For me, I think being yourself should be the main thing. I mean, don't start coming out with something new, like trying to rebrand yourself. No. If you start too early, you are likely to go down.
Okay.
Be yourself as you are, the way that they discovered you, and then gradually you move to the next level. Because with time you get more experience, you gain more experience, and then you know how the system works, how you should do your things, and then you'll be moving gradually. But yes, now somebody somewhere who is having money but don't know so much about the industry will come and say, let me sign you, I want to help you. That's the word that they mostly use. They will say, let me help you. And then after signing you, then they will be dictating how you should live your life, where you should go, where you shouldn't go, and that will be the end of you. People will not be happy, people will not have the kind of feeling that they have for you anymore. And in fact, it will die. Like the sensation will go like shoom. You will not even notice that you even came in the first place.
Yeah.
So for me, I think he should be himself.
Okay.
And then try to work his way up. Yeah, he should listen to advice, but good luck to him if he gets the right people to advise him.
Okay.
As for the advice, it will come. But I can tell you, most of them will not be a good advice. We have seen it before. Most of them will not be. So he should be careful. That's the point. I mean, with the Tulinke's advice, it's good. But for me, it's not necessarily getting a lawyer. It's about getting somebody who knows the industry and again has your interest. Somebody may know what is in the industry. Somebody may be a lawyer, but they won't have your interest at heart. In fact, they will negotiate and take more than you, the main product. That one too has happened before. They won't care about what you will get. They will care about what they will get. So they may be the lawyer, they may be the one with the industry, with all the connect and everything. But it's not like they are in to help you like the way they say it.
Okay.
They are in for themselves. It's hard though. In entertainment space, getting on top is one thing, and sustaining yourself, go and ask Shatawale. It's not a joke. So me, I wish him all the best. But my advice would be yourself, do what you've been doing, and then go gradually to get to the next level. If you go that quick, you may not have the energy to handle what will come your way. Because the higher you go, the more problems that will how you face. So if you are not strong enough to face those problems, it will be the end of you. So he should be himself.
Very well said. Same way, more packages for Saf Newman on Sammy Flex TV show today. Let me go on to Roland Amate. Let me listen to what he will also say already. I've seen him post something on Facebook. Still talking about the young lad. Ro, what did you post before you even start talking?
So this is my first time actually posting something about the chap. What I was asking was, you know, like you rightfully said, we've seen sensations. Sensations are things that we can't stop. They will come. They've been coming each and every day in our space. It is nothing new. But we've seen the result or the end result of some of them who were not properly managed. Even though we all acknowledge the fact that the time they become sensations, we all can spot the talent in them.
Okay.
Yet, because after they becoming sensations, because they were not properly managed or their talents were not properly managed, it turns out to be another thing. And the conversation about what I raised has to do with it's in three folds.
Okay.
The first fold has to do with how the space is projecting the guy. everybody who is influential is posting the guy.
Yeah.
Everybody, so many people calling here and there, some people tagging you, go and check his song, go and do this, go and do that, throw spotlights on him, do this for him, do that for him. And we know the background of the guy, where he's coming from. This is not somebody that, yes, he may have the talent, he may have the edge to do it, the passion and everything, but as to whether he even understands the trade he's in, it's a different conversation. As to whether he even understands the rudiments of the game, it's a different conversation. So you realize that people become sensations, okay, and everybody posts them. They become trends, and everybody would want to post them. Everybody would want them to talk about them. Now the thing is that moving forward, my question is, would his subsequent project receive the same buzz? These are my questions, because as far as I'm concerned, none of my people, I'm saying my people because most of them that I've seen posting him are in the media space. None of my people posting him or giving him the hype have stated categorically that they are receiving something from the guy. As in, they are being taxed to do it officially from the guy. Nobody has made such a statement yet. So, and we know how the space works. Somebody would come, everybody will post. Then subsequently, when the person comes with another project, then they will say, me, I supported you when you came, and now when you had money, you've gone to a different place, you didn't give me the money, so I stopped supporting you. And the person goes sideways. You understand? So I'm asking, would the guy, now that everybody who is posting seems to have seen the talent in the guy, and they know the guy doesn't have anything, will the guy's subsequent releases or projects receive the same energy and the same buzz? Even the platforms that are accommodating him today, the top media houses, have seen him on Three Music, Gadam, TV, almost all the top media houses in this country. Would they, in the guy's subsequent release, call him again?
Well, if he did something sensational,
of course, that's what I'm saying.
So that's
they are also not obligated
to do it. Yes.
So my own is that I would just want to caution everybody, including the guy, that we know fame as it is a drug. You may think that, okay, you are helping the guy, throw spotlights on him and all that, but is he really prepared? Because the level at which he is now, he has entered into the competition. And whether it is by sympathy or it is by the fact that you want to help him, you've pitched him ahead, like with the top people who are trending now. We have now pitched the guy with the likes of Kwame Eugene, Shatawale, Stoneboy, Sarfo, them too. That is the level we've put in him now. Because the platforms that these guys have access to is the same platform that we've given him. Is he ready for, even psychologically, for the realm that we've brought him now? If we know, especially the people who have access to him, know that he is not ready, it is better they even pause and try and give him some tuition.
Where he's not ready means what?
Where he's not ready means that even contractual, like my brother stated, there are certain things that may come his way that will require him to make certain decisions. We know certain young lads of his age who were naive when they became sensations, and out of that, because some people led them, took certain decisions, and it is affecting them today as we speak.
But you want to know it all to start.
That's what I'm saying. But you see, some people in the space who are pushing him have seen it. They've seen the ups and downs. They've seen the pros and cons of some of these actions. So why don't you pause it? Or even if it requires you pausing it, pause it and tell the guy, this thing that we are doing for you, these are the pros and cons of it. You can meet this, you can meet that. Rather than pushing him, pitching him to that level, and leaving him in that naive state. Tomorrow, he would end up writing, he went into depression. A.Y. Poyo did it. A.Y. Poyo came to write. This is somebody that the whole country was posting. Everybody was posting A.Y. Poyo at a point. But at the end of the day, because he had no idea about some of the pros and cons of the level that people were taking him, at the end of the day, it even became a problem to him. Is the guy ready for fame? Is the guy ready for the business? I've seen his song being posted, like it's been uploaded on the likes of Apple Music and all this.
All the digital platforms.
All the digital platform. And we know that these, before you upload songs on these platforms, they don't come for free. So at the end of the day, I can now say that there are people behind it currently as we speak, who are giving him that plugins. I will plead with them. The guy is very young, and for whatever they would want to benefit from the guy, it is best they give him proper education about the job that he wants to do, than just pushing him. Else, should they leave him at a point, another depression case in the space?
Well, the industry is such that at every point in time, someone new take over the space. They reign for a while and they are gone. Just that people should be warned, or people should be cautioned on how some of these things are done, so that even after enjoying the small period of fame, you don't go back feeling you've lost the world. It is part of it, and I wish that education goes down well to him with the rest of the information that has been shared by my panel members here in the studio of Sammy Flex TV. We wish him well. Saf Newman, we pray that he continues to enjoy grace. But the grace he's enjoying there, it's big grace. Massive. Now, story number 2, football. Football. That is story number 2. We all know what happened to us. When I say us, I mean the Black Stars of Ghana last Sunday in Cote d'Ivoire. Today is a Tuesday, and on Thursday we are going to have another experience at 8 o'clock with Egypt. We'll be watching, maybe all things being equal, from this same studio. Now, the story is like that there are many Ghanaians who are not happy with the performance of the Black Stars. And when you go online, many people are sharing opinions left, right, and center. One of such persons is media personality Anamoah. Anamoah thinks that their clothing for the World Cup appearance, the African Cup appearance, is not equal to their performance. I follow the argument about clothing there. But the lady is also arguing that when you are going for such a war and you think about dressing good, think about performing good as well. Don't think about looking good for steez, and when it gets to where it matters most, not ultra-foul. And Anamoah thinks it's the wrong thing. Now, I want us to read her tweet, and when I come back, I will come and ask my people that, are we to consider all these things, or we should go to the field of play where the real job is a Juma Nankasam, a hot and I walk. Rich, let me read the tweet again if you have it. It says, you, a Ghana FA official, should make infrastructure, sensible development decisions, execution, and trophies a priority. No one cares about how players look in whatever outfits they show up in. They are footballers and not models for Paris Fashion Week. Shame at Ghana FA official. What Anamoah is trying to say is that, guys, when you are thinking, when you are doing investment, don't think about what players would wear. Think about how they will bring home the trophies. Think about how they will be able to bank the goals. Think about how they will bring glorious moments to the country they are representing, and not how they will look. To how they will look, they are not models at Paris Fashion Week for them to be putting on kente clothing and all. In addition to this, our next encounter, what will be our chances? Where are we putting the blame? Is Nanaba giving us the right direction in where to push the blame at, or how? Ro, let's take it from there.
I mean, with the first paragraph or the first part in it, I agree with her. But where I disagree is the second one, when she said that no one cares about how the players look in what about the show. It is not true.
But what are you going to do with that?
Yes, it is business. It is somebody's business. It adds up to whatever package that they are being given. Which is why even a company that is sponsoring your kids would even go to the extent of even creating all those apparels, off-page apparels as well. So it is business. So if you say no one cares, they would have just let the players dress anyhow they want and just come. So yes, it is part of the football package. And the fact, and when she said they are not models, they are. In whatever outfits they wear, indirectly.
Nanaba is talking about
professional.
Yes,
professional
I know.
models. Yeah,
I know.
they are not.
So
they are footballers.
I am talking
They are not
indirect
professional
models.
models.
No, I am talking in business sense. She wants,
but for her, she was
exactly.
She was specific.
That she was specific in to make sure her argument is right. That's what I'm saying. I'm also talking in business direction, and football business is part of it. Whether it is on or off the pitch, business counts. So the fact that they are footballers doesn't mean that what they do off the pitch doesn't matter. It does. Which is why there is even a high priority on what the footballers wear, where they go, the type of cars even they drive, even their spouses. All these things are news. So it is because it is business, you can't overlook it entirely. However, the first one that she said that they should make good infrastructure and sensible development decisions, as well as trophies, a priority. That I totally agree. But where she would want to push the blame to is where I don't agree. Because I tell you, if they had performed well, you see what she's saying that they are not models, she wouldn't even have come to say it. That's it.
That's why she's saying that should be their priority.
And
the performance should be their priority and not looks.
That I agree. No, there are different aspects of what they are going to do. The person can get A right, but because B is probably more of importance, if the person doesn't get B right, it doesn't mean that okay, the person has left everything. Because as far as I'm concerned, the apparel that they wore is not more expensive than their appearance fee. It's not more expensive than their winning bonus. You understand? It's not more expensive than their accommodation and all, which is also important. It's not more expensive than their training kits and all them things. You understand? So if you want to say, okay, they should put more priority in performance, that I totally agree. But where you want to say they are diverting their attention to, which is their dressing, is what I don't agree. Because if you even give them racks and they go and they would perform poorly, they will still perform poorly. Egypt was one of the most simplest looking teams in terms of off-pitch apparel. But how did they perform in their first game? They performed poorly. So the dresses that they would wear off the pitch doesn't count or doesn't matter in their, it doesn't come close to the performance they give on the pitch. Let's find a different excuse. Poor infrastructure is one of them, like she stated in the first statement. Bad decisions is one of them. These are the things we need to tackle, not what they wear or how they appear. How they appear there, it is business and it is part of it. Currently, we can't take it out. The only thing we can do is charge on them to put up a better performance on pitch. But where we would want to say, oh, because they are dressing good, that's why they are not performing. Come on. We have big teams who dress good and are performing. Your dressing doesn't matter, doesn't affect your performance on the pitch in any way.
Okay.
So I think yes, her first statement, I agree with her when she says they should make good decisions that will affect their performance on the pitch. Good. But when she says because of that, we should scrap how they appear because nobody cares. That I totally disagree. People care because it is somebody's business or it is people's business, which is why it is of importance even to the tournament. Else, the opening ceremony would not be done. Fun parks of fun activities at tournaments would not be considered. because it is part of the game. It is what makes the game also beautiful, which is why it is being considered.
Okay. Well, I think I like what Roland has added to the argument. Let's listen to Derek Money. Derek Money's argument on Anamoah's attempt to tell the team that you guys are not supposed to be dressing like models. Rather, you should be looking like footballers who are angry looking for goals, because that is what the country is looking for. Yes, alright, Money.
Sammy, I think Anamoah is she has been very observant with the kind of activities going through our football associations or the GFA. I think when it comes to infrastructure, and I like the fact that the first paragraph targeted on infrastructure and then other stuff like that. But I think when you come to Ghana, our verified pitch or stadium, it's only one, Kumasi. And even the state at which
Verified by who?
FIFA.
By CAF.
By CAF.
Okay.
Only one. The whole Ghana.
Accra is not verified.
No.
It's,
almost 30 million plus people.
Even the Kumasi oneself has been on and off. The most one is the Cape Coast one, the one that has been renovated. That's what they mostly use for them tournaments. But even that oneself, unless it is tournament time, then they will go and finish it. They will go and do it nice. Then they will present it for whether approval or disapproval. So there's, as it stands there, officially there is no pitch. There is no pitch in Ghana that is being sanctioned. Unless it is time for tournaments, then they will present it.
Okay. Yes.
That's looking at where she's coming from. When we are living in a country whereby we call ourselves football nation, and then we don't have a specific or a particular pitch that we can play international football on, then I think we have a problem as citizens, not spectators. Yes, and I think that is where she wants to drive the whole argument towards. Okay. For the fashion, it just came in because of how they dress with their kente and then their top and down yellow Ghana flags and stuff like that. You just want to bring it into the conversation, so people will highlight on that one. But her main concentration is the infrastructure and the trophies we are not getting or we are not winning. That is the angle she wants to throw more light on. Yeah. Because when it comes to infrastructure, Brasame, we lack infrastructure, football infrastructure in Ghana. We lack. Fact. Because as it stands now, we don't have a pitch or a stadium. As a football nation, we are doomed.
I think I saw your post about
yes. Brasame, we are doomed. And that is what Anamoah want to tell the Ghana Football Association. It's about time you give the people infrastructure. Because whilst like the people are preparing for the tournament, where are they going to train? AstroTurf. Fine. Now,
interestingly, is that angle is political.
Fine. Interestingly, too, you have to spend another budget for them to travel to other countries to go and do training. It's allowed, though. But how well are you packaging your infrastructure in the country? As it stands now, look at our local football. How is it going? Because of infrastructure, you don't see the quality of our football. I think what Anamoah is saying, the GFA needs to throw more light on it, accept it in good faith, try to lay down infrastructures that will help our football. Look at Senegal. If you look at Cote d'Ivoire, the pitches we are playing on, none of them can be compared to a pitch in Ghana. This is something we need to decode it very well and sit down. Because I want the Blasters to come home so we come and do all these corrections. Yeah. There's so much to be done, which we are not doing.
Even if you don't want, they will come home.
Yeah, they will come. But the earlier the better. So when they come early, we are going to sit down and they start to point the mistakes. But the first mistake,
going to do that?
We the Ghanaians, we are all coaches. So we are going to do the same job.
How far would that go?
How far would that go? That's another question. How far would that go?
To be limited onto your timeline.
Exactly. So to me, with the infrastructures we are having in the country, it's not. Let's look at the fashion aspect of it. Why is it? Automatically they are partial models. Partial models, because once you are a footballer, at a point in time you can get a brand, a clothing line that will use you as an ambassador. Automatically you do your photo shoot one way or the other. It's also part of the modeling stuff like that. So automatically they are partial models. And when you look at their dressing, fantastic. You clap for them.
Okay.
Yeah, with the kente and stuff. I think their dressing was superb. But we are not going to show dressing over there. That's what she wants to tell us. You are not going to show dressing over there. We are going to play football on the pitch.
Yes.
So your mentality should be on the pitch.
Yes.
Not your dressing. I say ya yama ya pampa until they feel so big to the extent say ref say pitch so koye juma. But a juma na ye de wo kono, ye de ko se kobobo. Ya fo anpa se ko dressing. That is what she wants to say. Brasame, bringing my discussion, my submission to an end, I just want the GFA to understand that Ghanaians are fed up with their strategies. Not putting down or laying down good infrastructures. Not putting in much effort when it comes to our local league. They are not doing nothing to support the Ghana league. So it has turned to be a way that you will not see any local player who is performing very well in the national team. Okay. Because if you have the infrastructures, you automatically have players who are performing very well. Due to infrastructures, people don't watch Ghanaian Premier League. Because the that you are watching the football on is a Sakura Park. Airtime. It's not attractive. So people are not watching. Once people are not watching, we are not able to spotlight players who are doing well. So automatically, when we bring the foreign players to the squad, you accept it. Because you don't take time to watch the Premier League to pinpoint a particular player who is doing extremely well that needs a call up into the national team. So they need to look into the issue of infrastructure. That is our main problem in Ghana. Okay. Because if you are sitting down, a football nation we call ourselves, we don't have a pitch. So let's just sad destiny. Very sad. Let's imagine we want to play a friendly match with Brazil and they say they want to come to Ghana, meaning we can't play.
Che, the former Kotoko chairman, however.
Dr. Kwamichi.
Yes, he has some beautiful park.
So you play with Brazil. Yeah, you play Brazil on the step.
What a beautiful park.
Brasame, I think GFA said Omojin and Anamoah sem no kanitum no Kodi asem no. Wakasa sa but Kodi Ukodi at me say no. Problems are facing in our football and our waka. But a funny fast in the dress in it or be highlighted. So let's look at the first paragraph and then throw more light on the paragraph. I think that is exactly what you want to put across.
Solid. Chemo will speak on this one as well.
Well, I know the angle that she is coming from. Just that I'll disagree with her saying that because of the addressing, they may not concentrate and win the game or not. I mean, it's a way of her saying that I'm not happy with what is happening. I get her. In fact, I've heard somebody saying before that if they wear white jersey, they will lose the game. If they wear red jersey, they will lose the game. This jersey, they should be wearing black. This match, they should. In fact, the name Black Star is not good. Black Star cannot shine. It should be White Star. Something. Like people who can get any reason at all to tell you why they are not performing. So for her to use the fashion, I mean, it's in the same line. It's in the same line. You can use whatever you want to use to.
Because you are
yes, to tell them why they are not performing. Yes, I mean the main purpose of them going there is to play football, not to, I mean, show their fashion sense or fashion style. That's true, but that's not why they are not performing. In fact, why they are not performing is in the first paragraph, as my colleagues have said. There's nothing going on in Ghana here that supports football the way that it should be. In fact, we don't even have one good player in our Premier League. Why am I saying that? Even if you show potential, if you show potential that you can play good football, they will sell you to Libya. Even Libya, they will take you there. Like they will take you anywhere apart from Ghana. If you show potential, not that now we have seen that this guy is good. You show potential that you could be a good player, they will sell you. So first of all, and this one you can attribute or you can connect it to the economic hardship that we have. I mean, we are so hungry that anything little is better than staying in Ghana. So the problem is it beyond even the FE. Just that you see the FA, there's a philosopher or economist in America who says that there's nothing more dangerous than someone taking decision on your behalf, and that decision, regardless of the outcome, doesn't affect that person. It's more dangerous than anything. And GFA is in that position. Regardless of the performance of our national team, whatever that they benefit from, they don't lose it. And it's really, really dangerous. And that's what is happening to us. So them not caring about doing any infrastructure, or it doesn't matter whether they do it or not. For them, they will still get what they deserve as FA boss. They can go for a meeting and take $100,000 each for just being a meeting or just being part of a committee advising the blaster committee. They are not players. They are nothing. They will just go somewhere, sit and decide that, okay, our players should sleep here. They should eat this food. They should $100,000. So if they perform or they don't perform, what is really their lost here? And it's dangerous when such people are taking decision on your behalf. It's dangerous, and that's what is happening. So for what she said, we have seen it. I mean, I've said it and I'm repeating it. If they qualify from the group stage, for me, it's a shocker. It's like they have done so well that it's been a long time. Yes. Yes. If they qualify from the group stage, because they have played for us to see. And if you want to be objective, if you don't, like, you put the patriotism aside, you don't have to even feel sorry if they lose, because they are not good. You can't be such poor and expect a good result. And our problem is that those who are taking decision on our behalf lose nothing for the outcome.
Well, decision is there.
Yes, and that's our problem. So Nana, yes, I get her. She's angry. We are losing, and she only takes the emotional bit of what is happening. If Blaster wins, she's happy. That's all that she needs. So if we are losing, she will say whatever to say that this yes, because it is affecting her. So for me, if there's any advocacy that we have to do, for me, I think the first thing is that our president or our government should stop giving them money.
Why should they? Because they are also coming to work for money.
Yes.
Why they are here?
Yes, and here's the thing.
Not coming for just the entertainment value. They are coming for the
good
value as well.
And they don't need our money. They don't need Ghana's money. That's how it is. It's Ghana Football Association. It's an association which is autonomous. Ghana government cannot interfere with the way they take their decision. So if I cannot interfere in your life, the way you live your life, you think I have the responsibility to give you money to misbehave? If I don't have any means to interfere, even if you are taking a bad decision, then why should I be the one paying for your bad decisions? They can do it, but here is the case. It is also political. So politicians just throw in the money so that the Ghanaians will feel that they are helping. It's them that is helping. So that's why Ghana is winning. So they throw in the money without thinking.
Just for throwing
sake. Because if they even suggest how they should run the GFA, they will run to FIFA and tell them that Ghanaian government is interfering.
It's interfering in our operations.
And the FIFA will give them money. They don't bring that money to Ghanaian government too. They share it among themselves. That's why they can take $100,000 for being part of a committee for a tournament. So we should withdraw that money, and then let's see how they survive with the FIFA money and how they manage it.
Okay.
It will help us until we go that direction. Like, if we can't interfere with the way that you do your things, you can't take our money. There should be something for them to feel like if somebody is taking decision and regardless of the decision, nothing affect them or their benefit. They don't care.
Continue taking such
decisions. They won't care about the outcome. That's why some supporters are so angry that they want to touch somebody and all that. That's the only benefit they get. For those people, like they are thinking how do I resolve it? Because you can't force them to do whatever that they want to do. So the only way is that let me touch them, maybe
let me visit.
They'll be revived.
Yes, or something like that. So for me, I advocate that Ghana government shouldn't be giving FA any money. They should deal with whatever that they get and let's see. Because when we give them money, like this one, they are going to World Cup. They have a budget, but they are saying that they will not disclose the budget until the tournament is over. And that's so dangerous. Meanwhile, is Ghana government spending that money? So now ask yourself, why is Ghana government agreeing to what they are saying? It's political. That's why. Because Ghana government can say that we are the ones giving you the money. We want to disclose it.
And taxpayers' money.
And in fact, it's taxpayers' money. So Ghanaians have to know what is happening here. But no, the government and the GFA at this point, they are in bed. So they say no. And then so if let's say the appearance fee, look at what they are doing. If they are going to take about $120,000 as appearance fee, would they really care about scoring or not scoring? Because that 100 is there. It is done for all the players. They have that money already. Whether they win the cup, they score goal, they score them. $150,000 is there for them. The coach is taking over $50,000 every month. In fact, he's even getting more paid than the Ghana government.
Yes, he's the highest paid person.
Wow.
In the team, the whole team.
And still, you are not seeing anything. That's what I'm saying. When people who are taking decisions suffer no consequences for their decision, it's dangerous than anything. And that's what is happening to us.
Well, thank you so much, Intim Solomon Chemo. That was in depth. Let's move on to other businesses. And the next business will give us a video that I would want us to analyze. In this video, a gentleman who is a podcaster, who is a YouTuber, is talking about artists, especially new ones and fresh ones, who are thinking about featuring established artists, aka the big ones. And what he said is a little debatable, and because I have some fine brains here, I said, well, let's also watch it, and after watching it, you come back and do the debate among ourselves to see what is ideal. That as a new talent, someone who just started enjoying a breakthrough, should you be in a rush to go feature top artists, or you should build yourself, let people know you can do it alone for some time before you even think about going to the next person for cover. Let's watch a portion of his video, and when I come back, the debate continues.
Yo, what's up? What it going? So my idea hit my head once again. I want to make you really think through them, then make you know your thoughts about them. So, featurings or collaborations, right? Some artists blow. We blow no, Charlie, yo. Some other bigger artists won't go feature, or the artist himself, he blow, because he blow, his song blow, he won't go feature another artist. Now, the question be say, you feel say it be good or it be bad, right? Now, make we look at what featuring they do, right? Featuring, like if you feature some big artists, your song blow, no, you feature some big artists, what do they do? One, they give you exposure and reach. They give you exposure and reach. You understand? So, I'll be up and coming artist. Let's say all my fan base, right? It'd be like 50,000 people, right? My fan base is 50,000. Now the bigger artists in fan base be like 5 million, right? When it happens, so definitely when you feature your song go reach in 5 million followers, right? Where it go make your song will reach far. So what happen be say that other artist will be bigger artists, like you the leverage on the audience. You understand? You have an established fan base already, so that'd be cool. So it'd be beneficial for you because you will gain new fans. You understand? So yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be the first thing. The second thing be credibility and validation. Credibility and validation be like because if you feature this big artist, it'll make you credible and it'll validate you. So say other artists will be big like this one, or they be a little bigger than this one, they will like feature you because you feature the boss. You understand? So they make other collaborations they make possible, other features they make possible. You get the whole point. Now the other thing they say, when you collaborate with a bigger artist, it's like a learning process because you will learn the bigger artist in techniques and in style and in skills and things for the studio. You will learn all that. You get the whole point. Now, you go feature some artists where that will be the end of your career. You know so? Yeah, you go feature some artists where you go be the end of your career. I remember Nas talked something for in song, Got Yourself a Gun. They say, my first album had no famous guest appearances. The outcome, I'm crowned the best lyricist. Right? That sentence, it'd be a very important sentence. My first album had no famous guest appearances. The outcome, I'm crowned the best lyricist. You see, what he talk, he say he don't feature nobody in first album, right? Now be crowned the best lyricist. What do they mean? We say, if you now show your skills and your ability to be an excellent musician, to the extent say your first album, you don't feature nobody. If you know you write every song where you blow, it'll give you credibility and people they see say this guy did wrong. You understand? Now, the same idea. If you feature somebody, you also have the risk of being overshadowed. You don't see somebody, you feature somebody where now the feature he feature, that person he feature, he covered the song. He overshadowed the other person. You understand? So you have to be very careful who you feature, when you feature, and even the feature for the song top. You for know who for come first for the song top, whether it be you or the artist where you feature. And whether you for do 2 verses, so that you go start the verse, the artist in the feature will come the middle. Be very big artist, then you go sign put another verse, so say you go meow for the middle. You know, at the joke. But you for be strategic, you understand? You know, be saying you won't feature some big artists, so you just feature big artists. You for be very careful and strategic. That's why you need a team around you. So you would think through the artists you feature. You get the whole point, and if you be very strategic. You understand? So if you manage the expectations where they associate with collaborating a big artist, because when you collaborate with a big artist, people they expect say your next song will be big. Then if you put up, your career will go down like this. You know, so it'll be very important say you for have a collaboration where it be in line with your artistic vision, who you want to become as an artist. You know, be say your song blows, so you go collaborate with somebody. No. You understand? I remember Donzi sometimes talk something, say, you don't want to feature some artists because it feels say you don't reach their level. You know, and that time he talk, then a lot of people they give some funny feedback for the studio those times for 5. But I mean, I understood what he was saying. It don't be every song where you for feature somebody, and it don't be every artist you for feature them. Otherwise, the artist will feel overshadow you, and it will feel mess up your career. So make I know what you think. Yeah. Like, you know, they bring the work too much. Ideas they bounce. So if you make yourself a drop out, Mokulenko big up one. Make sure say you share the video, Charlie. Thanks for also making the other videos go viral. I really appreciate. And big up one.
Okay, so that was an input from someone who has been following the industry. I think I followed him today and I monitored that he has been sharing tips about the industry, sometimes about royalties, about split sheets, and he has some wonderful information that he puts out there. And this is another one that he is sharing with the world about young talent or fresh talent and features with big ones, the good and the bad. I'm sure that is what he said in short. Do we agree? Do we disagree, Chemo? Let me start with you.
For me, he stated the obvious, so I really don't know where he stands. He was just giving the benefit or the time that you may lose and all that, and why you should consider or not consider a bigger artist. And obviously that's the case. But if there's anything that I would say in fact, the entertainment, even you deciding to do music or be in the entertainment industry is a risk. In fact, a lot of people will not get anywhere being in the entertainment industry. Being a singer or a movie star or whatever. In fact, those who are not making it in the industry, they are far more than those who make it out. That we will see and call them stars. So the risk starts from you even deciding to be an entertainer. I remember one of our shows, Xylophone Days. There was a topic like that, and I think there was a female nurse at UK, and because the musicians from Ghana here, they've been visiting, and she has a dream of becoming a musician. She wants to quit being her nurse and then become a full-time musician. And I remember I said that maybe there's something wrong with her. They should give her a therapist, and people were not happy about my comment. I said that because when you are doing the nursing, you know your feet. Like, this is it. This is how much you make being a nurse. If you decide to be a musician, it's like you playing Aviator. or like some people introduce you to Aviator. Like if you are the command.
Don't mention his name. I'll mention it.
It's really risky, and you are likely going to lose. It's the same thing when you are featuring a bigger artist, as if you are coming up as a new talent. There are two things involved. That bigger artist can introduce you to a new audience. They will love you so much that now you are on the spotlight, you are in. Or the bigger artists will take over whatever that you brought, the project that you will not notice that you are even there. That thing is also there. So it's a risk that you have to take. Where I will agree with him that sometimes it's better you come gradually instead of just doing all your best to get a bigger artist at your side for your project. Like there are some people, it's like that is it. If I get this guy, I will blow. That's all that they think about. Meanwhile, when that guy is in their project or wherever, they are gone. You won't see them again because the person will take over everything. And it's not intentional. It's not like they want to take it. I remember one of Amrado's song that Black Sheriff is on it. I mean, a lot of people thought that it's Black Sheriff's song. It wasn't intentional. That's the fate for you. And I remember Amrado said, why not? If that's the portion that is okay for you, I'm the one taking the money, so I'm okay with it. And let's face it, if Amrado wasn't established already in the game, that would have been his end.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
He was already established in the game. That's why he still survived it. Yes. Because everybody will be like it was his first hit and everybody is attributing it to Black Sheriff. You are gone. So it's a risk that you have to take. And yes, if sometimes it's good that you establish yourself first before you take such risk. But some few people also get lucky first time doing that and they are in. But that will be few people. So if you really can't take that risk, or if I am the one advising you, in fact, I don't like taking risks. That's why I go very slow. I calculate if my chance of getting is less than me losing. I don't take it. I will take the smaller part and try to go bit by bit. Hopefully I will get there. That's me. That's why I can't play Aviator. The likelihood of it going and leaving me there is higher than me getting in the plane, so I won't try. So for me, I think he's stating the obvious, but it's the risk that the person has to take. It's a good advice. At least he's giving you the options and what you should know. He's giving you the information. So just now that you have the knowledge, Black Rasta will say,
burden of knowledge.
now no, what will you do? Yes, that's what he's saying, and I would say kudos to him. He should just give it out the way he's doing. I think he's even motivating me for me to also start my thing.
No, you should be checking him out.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does some small
things. I think
you follow him
on TikTok.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job, and he's stating the obvious. People should take decision for themselves.
Money, take over. The advice in the debate in the yes and the no's. Let's take it from there.
Brother, I think I would say thank you to him for sharing that tips. Because most of our musicians don't know. Just jump into the music scene looking for somebody who is already established, and then be like, I just want to feature the person because the person is already there. That does not guarantee you are going to blow.
Exactly.
To highlight the angles he's coming from. I agree to disagree with some of the points he raised. Because one, we've seen so many artists who have ride on already established artists, bigger artists, and they have the results they are looking for.
Exactly.
If not, Sarko they will not sit here and then pay 100,000 to Eastwood to do a feature.
Hey.
Yeah.
How did they get that information?
Yeah, that's the information.
How did you get it?
To Eastwood when he featured. That is the information we got during the feature. So at times we look at it from the business aspect of it.
Okay, wait. That information is very heavy.
That's the information.
No. Wait. Personally, I have some hints there. The hint was that at the time, there was a platform called Deezer. Tigo Deezer. At that time, I knew they were part of the negotiations and how to get that. But as to whether it is Sarkodie directly paying, that is where
whether Deezer Sarkodie, it's a collaboration. So the amount involved is a collaboration from Sarkodie and the Eastwood. So where the money is coming from is not the point here. The point is there was a collaboration and then this amount was charged. Period. I think we are good to go.
Let's take it like that. Let's take it like that.
The figure you are so
Rasami, I think with that scenario I just gave, I think Sarkodie look into the business aspect of it. Because you want to cross borders. And whenever you cross borders and then you are able to get the results or the response you are looking for, it will open your market.
Exactly.
Both your brand and your business side of it. So at times featuring already established or a bigger artist give you that mileage or that business space you want to penetrate. That does not guarantee automatically you are going to blow, because with that featuring from Eastwood was not that top notch you were looking for. Yes. Again, we have some artists who also jump into featuring with bigger artists and automatically get the big breakthrough. Yes, we have an artist like Photocopy who featured Shatawale on School DB, and hence for Photocopy have been in the news every blessed day. Strategically, they are working because you can get the feature, but if you don't put in works, you might not get the results you are looking for. So you consider both sides. Once you are going for the future from the established artists, you prepare your mind very well that after me getting the future, I'm not going to lay back, but rather going to put extra harder to get the results I'm looking for.
Okay.
An artist like Kobe Simple. Kobe Simple had a collaboration with Sarkodie 6 years ago. Adiza.
Yeah.
Yes. As it stands right now, 6 years ago.
Kobe Simple is still.
He's still simple.
He's still simple. That's it. He's still simple. But for him, during that age or that stance, 6 years ago, he thought when he featured Sarkodie,
he was done.
But as it stands now, he's still struggling. I'm talking right now, he's in Dubai.
Yeah. Oh, he won the
Central Region Music Awards.
Okay, I hear they sponsored them to Dubai. Yeah.
So when you are an artist, these are risks you need to take. It's either you go for good, you prepare very well, you go for good, or you go there and you come back as it is. So from both angles he's coming from, if you're an artist and then you want to establish yourself very well, getting an already established artist is a plus to your brand. But as to how mentally, physically, psychologically are you prepared? Because the already established artists can jump on your song and automatically the song will be like people will see the song to be his. So the moment that bar starts coming into the industry, if you are not psychologically strong, it will affect you. Because wherever you go, they will mention Sarfo. Meanwhile, you are the owner of the song. Again, the already established artists can also jump onto any platform and perform the song and get the bars, but you might not get it. Eduardo Kakavota versus stage. Another case study. I know that the people thought the song belongs to stage A, but it was Eduardo Kakavota. So that's how I say. So as an artist, these are risks you need to take. You have to be prepared, psychologically, physically, mentally, that you are prepared to face it. You might have your breakthrough collaborating with a bigger or already established artist. You might not. So it's up for you and your management to sit down and target an artist that you think will give you that breakthrough. It's not necessarily an already established artist, but an artist that will fit into the song, that will give you the necessary bars you are looking for.
True.
You might try to feature an already established A-list artist, but when you listen to your song very well, the song you can hear the voice of C-class artist. Just sit down, code the song very well, then go for that person. It's not necessarily going for the bigger artist to get the bars you are looking for. At times, upcoming artists can also give you that bars you are looking for. And we need to look from both angles. That's why I say I agree to some of his points, I disagree to some of his points. But in all, as an artist, whenever you are going for a collaboration, sit down, plan, think very well. Know the strategies you are going to use to penetrate. If you don't strategize it very well, you might go and not get the results. At the end of the day, the artist who is already established will charge you for the collaboration. So if you don't get the results, you lose. Double.
Well, looks like the advice is going down. Roland speaks finally on this, and we brush over one topic so we can run away from here. Yes.
That's I mean the advice here. That is what he's been given, like he has given. It has its pros and cons. It is just like success. It is not a straightforward jacket. It is not 1 + 1 is equal to 2. That's not how it is. And like you always say, nobody has it figured out.
Nobody has it all figured out. Everybody is trying to do or even build on certain templates and blueprints that others have built. People are also learning on others' mistakes and making sure they also don't commit the same mistakes. It is about life, the opportunities you have present to you and how you utilize it. And it is the same way with featuring a bigger act. It can make and make you. It can. In fact, that is why even on the other side, some big acts don't even want to feature certain young acts. It is not as if they can pay. It is because after giving them that particular verse, it would not amount to anything. Even in that light, they won't even push for a collaboration. And it is like that. It has its pros and cons. There are certain people who are featured. Somebody like Donzi. I have chanced on an argument that some people were saying that without Kenyatta, it is difficult for Donzi to make a hit.
Also heard that.
I've chanced on such an
Donzi
argument.
Chaka.
Yes, Donzi Chaka. And the person's argument, the examples the person raised, check Donzi's catalog. The biggest hits that he's had, all has Kenyatta. Mention. Exactly. No, what I mean is that Kenyatta has given him 2 hits. So it is about if he doesn't get Kenyatta or a feature, Donzi is not getting a hit.
What currency is again in that club? It's a big song.
Okay.
Kenyatta was not. No, but I think when you look at it from the surface,
exactly,
it looks like that.
Exactly.
Like what you're
saying. That's what that's the point.
When you look at it from the surface, like anytime Kenyatta comes,
it's a hit.
He's able to ignite he's able to ignite something out of those. That's the argument the guy was making. And but when you look at it from that angle, because of his collaborations with Kenyatta, you can make it like that. The another example that Chemo raised, somebody can just drop on your song and automatically own the song. if you are not established, it will be very difficult for you to maneuver your way through after the collaboration. An example is Butter My Bread with Last Minute.
Yeah, last minute.
A guy, Jezino. Yes. Jezino performs Butter My Bread and it is almost alien to people. But let Last Minute come. Start Butter My Bread right now. You see the way people will be jumping. That's how it is. That's how it is. And
So I call the dance Abiam.
Kaula and
Patapa.
You understand? Kaula performs Davideba and everybody will be looking at him. But that's Patapa jump, they say Davideba. If everybody is waiting for that verse. Exactly. All these things, and featuring a bigger act, as much as it is going to give you mileage, it's not also a guarantee that even the song will be a hit. We have Shatawale, who is a hit factory. Sammy, who is also another hit factory, coming together on the collaboration celebration. I mean, that song, how did it go? We have so many big acts who have even featured themselves and the song didn't go anywhere. So even that sense, it is not even a guarantee. Because it is not a guarantee, you can't bank all your hopes on it. So the only advice is, before you decide to feature an established act, really have a plan. Know what you want. Do you want to just tap in his numbers? And if you are going to tap in his numbers or the person's numbers, of which you would get, how do you intend to utilize it moving forward? Else you can get a feature and it will amount to nothing. Hey, Opa, you be featured, you be featured Jay-Z, Beyonce, Shatawale, Sarfo, you for be album. We now better. Some people would also push and say, oh, even with Saf Newman, some of the side agenda has to do with Sarfo, they giving the guy verse. But people have established that the guy
even training him as if
exactly.
He's inside him as well.
And training.
Exactly. But is it a guarantee that the guy, if Sarkodie signs the boy right now, is it a guarantee that the boy is going to make it?
But they say he should train him as well.
Train him. Strong man has been there. Strong man has been there. Akwakwa has been there. These are even established artists who even went into his camp. And what are the conversations around these guys? Very controversial. So yes, the guy there, he said it. She was sitting and make good decisions for yourself, because whatever decision that you make, whether you choose to establish yourself before you feature the big act or you want to go in straight, Medical has signed some guys.
Tom DeFreak.
Tom DeFreak. His first record was with Medical, who is an established and a big act. After that, how did they go?
They are hanging.
So you can decide to establish yourself before you feature. You can also decide to go in raw, but know that both sides have its own pros and cons. So know where you really belong. Check yourself and know what you really want to achieve with that particular move before you take that decision. Amen.
Thank you so much. Let's wrap up in just about some 2 minutes each for my panel members. I want us to watch some quick video from Sister Afia's interview, where she is talking about she being ready to pay Fancy Gadam to make an appearance on her show in Tamale, but Fancy Gadam declined to appear on her show in Tamale. Therefore, the show flopping terribly. Now I'm asking that if you are a king somewhere, especially in this industry of dog eat dog world, and someone wants to come and buy your birthright, would you sell it? Because that's how I see the whole thing. Like Fancy Gadam is a king in Tamale. Sister Fia comes there, wants to use the activities, want to do some things there, but wants to use Fancy Gadam to achieve that. Fancy Gadam maybe will be thinking, I won't sell my birthright for you. It is something I want to keep. And as it stands now, it looks like Sister Fia is pains. And I want us to watch the video and ask sell your birthright in the case of Sister Afia versus Fancy Gadam. Watch it. I'll be back.
In Tamale, there is a beef. I mean, there's
Macasio,
yeah,
Fancy Gadam beef.
So I talked to Macasio, I talked to Fancy. In Tamale, there is a beef. I mean, there's
Macasio, Fancy Gadam beef.
So I talked to Macasio, I talked to Fancy, even a month before the show. So we're in talks, and then Fancy was somebody that was very close to me. To me, I thought he was very close to me. So me going to Tamale there, a bear face will be a minimum personally there. It will be come as on us bed or so he charged me amount, and I was like, it's too much. Over to me at the swam now, and then he charged me a second amount, and I was like, all right, cool. But for the promoter side, we were told say we have to put either Macasio or Fancy Gadam on the show. So that's my say. Macasio day later on Crown or Castle, another show be the same day. I will be before a crown and the next town we do semi on your day. Ember. So Fancy now. But the amount that he was charging his fellow artists was outrageous. I was like, okay.
You're talking about Hugh Dallas.
Have you listened to his interview that he made? I listened to it 2 days ago before you come into Kumasi. So he charged me 100,000 Ghana cedis for performance, and then later I told him to reduce the amount. He was like, he's going to charge me 50,000 Ghana cedis, and we're even ready to pay the 50,000 Ghana cedis to him. But he just decided not to come.
How? Having why do you say scanner watch charge you with you? There not would you say?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
There should be a reason to this.
That's you need to ask him. Because me and him say we have done well wherever we have to.
Actually, some not to you were tempted to believe said dear Intina ama ubi our still na scanner fancy charge with you one show.
So no Phyllis omba. I mean meeting in we were ready to pay him the money.
Well, we are closing. 2 minutes each, and that's it. Oh, take your first 2 in 6 minutes. Let's wrap up.
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate, especially when you are depending on people like this, and sometimes they don't pull out for you. It's very unfortunate. I know where Sister Afia is coming from. In fact, I always say this, that if you are the receiving end, it is very painful. However, we should not also take the other side also for granted and just assume things for them. The question that I would want to ask is that, yes, as much as it is very painful, have you also reached out to them to ask or to inquire why the situation happened in that particular manner? You have not. You didn't. In fact, and I know it is coming from a place of anger and all that. I would wish that if Sister Afia really can't drop this particular issue, then it is better it is better for her to, or for her team to inquire as to why it happened, for them to even be given the most flimsy excuse than still holding on to it and assuming things for Fancy Gadam. In fact, on the night, whatever happened to him or whatever caused him not to appear, you have no idea. You discussed money with him, so in your quarters you think it is because of the money. You have every right to think that way. Besides, they've also not reached out to you as far as this conversation is concerned to even,
and that's not the first time Mr. Afia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've also
I've heard the story
reached out to you as far as this conversation is concerned, concerning why they didn't show up. So if indeed, and the way these questions are being thrown left, right, center, you meet Fancy, you ask him, somebody meets Fancy, they ask him, you meet Sister Afia, you ask him. I believe it is about time both of them try to explain things to each other. Yes, the one party may not like it. That one, yeah, it is there. One party wouldn't definitely like the conversation that will come up. But if indeed it is for the betterment of the industry or their relationship, as she's saying, it will not take anything away from her or her team to reach out and ask, okay, why did this happen? Why is there a way that in the future we can even do more or do better? That's what I believe. Else, this is not a conversation that is so pleasant in the space, especially when we want to say support our own, and it is musicians who line up, do press conference, and say play Ghana. And if you come and tell us play Ghana, listen Ghana, and among you guys, you are not able to collaborate and do things like that, then it is obviously a dead on arrival agenda, if you ask me. So for whatever it is, if one can swallow their pride and head out to the next team and ask Charlie what's happened, and because the media they will always ask you this question 100 times.
Right, I mean,
Yes, Derek.
I think I have two questions for Sister Afia.
Okay, good.
Was the event staged purposely for Fancy Gadam?
No, it was her show. I remember this very well. It was her concert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two, what was her target audience? Is it because Fancy Gadam had the numbers in Tamale? That's why she went to Tamale to put Fancy Gadam on the show compulsory. Was from the angle into the numbers. I think that was her target. But Brasame,
is that bad?
It's not bad at all.
Exactly.
I know.
And she was ready to do business.
Yes, because according to her figures were mentioned,
Yeah.
she agreed. But the thing is, Brasame, I feel how she is complaining, and then especially when you know this person in particular, it's like how we are talking about featuring already established artists. You know this person can give you the numbers you are looking for. That's why you are going to this person, because that's your target. But later the person declines your request. This is not something we should be talking about it each and every blessed day, because whilst you're a musician, you are going to see even some of them which are very, very scary more than this. So she needs to keep calm, understand the music game. Automatically, Fancy Gadam might have an excuse, but probably, as Roland is saying, have you gone to the team and make inquiries about the reason why Fancy Gadam was not able to show up, or better still, not accept the offer? These are certain things you need to lay down before you start talking like this. Because the more you are talking, Fancy Gadam fans will also get angry, because it's like and now they or yaw can so the more you are saying, the fans of Fancy Gadam will also not be happy. So I think they need to swallow their pride and then come to terms, because no matter the situation, you are musicians. You are running through the same cycle. You go, you come, you meet him, you'll be playing on the same show, same event, and you see yourself, and then you are not talking to each other. I think it's not good or healthy for our industry. They should just swallow their pride, concentrate on their music, concentrate on their shows, especially when you are doing a show and you have your target audience, know where or know the venue you are going to do your show. Because if, to me, it was in a stage in Accra, I don't think Fancy Gadam will be the target. Yes, but because he want to tap into the numbers, that's why he wanted to stage the event at Tamale. They should both swallow their pride, come into agreement, understand each other. This is music and then business. So when we understand each other musically and business-wise, you make progress.
All right, perfectly said. We are wrapping up with Chamo. Yes, Chamo.
This issue, okay, I will.
Say something.
I think Sister Afia is not giving us the true picture or the clear picture.
Why do you think so?
I doubt if Fancy Gadam was the target to bring the numbers. If that's the case, then her team did a poor job. In fact, all the things that she's saying, I didn't hear her saying that they paid Fancy Gadam any money.
Said they were ready.
And you come on. In this entertainment business, you want to commit somebody because he's the target. You were ready, but he didn't pay. I mean, that's the end of it. I mean,
if I'm ready and you don't avail yourself, how do I pay?
At what point?
That's what I said. Fancy Gadam availed
himself. So Fancy Gadam was not even ready for the concert in the first place.
According to the last, I think I've spoken to Sister Afia and she answered this before. She said Fancy Gadam was demanding a certain amount of money.
Yes. And now you know the amount. And then she said they agreed to pay 50,000.
Exactly.
And then what happened? Fancy Gadam said no. So why did you even go ahead to stage the concert? If Fancy Gadam is the one going to do
the concert initially, Fancy Gadam was not part of
it. That's my point. That's my point. Fancy Gadam was not part. Now you went on the ground.
No, also beside Macasio. Macasio said he is not available. He has a show in the next town. That is what made them fall on Fancy Gadam.
Fancy Gadam was not part of your plans.
Do your show and go.
So later you decided to involve him, and then he demanded for a certain amount of money. Even that, you were just ready to pay. No, you should be saying come for the money, let's do it. Just ready to pay is not good enough to commit him. I think that was the issue. I mean, Fancy will not just take I'm ready to pay, come and come. No, he won't. Tell him come for the check, let's do it. Come for the money, let's do it. You are ready to pay is not good enough. That's why I'm saying that she's not giving us a clear picture. If you go deeper, the first thing is that Fancy Gadam wasn't part of the plan. Later, she saw that, no, I may need Fancy Gadam to make this thing work. But still, her team couldn't do the needful to bring Fancy Gadam on board. So she shouldn't be blaming Fancy Gadam in any way. It's her team. Their plan wasn't good. Their analysis was not a good one. I mean, even talking between Fancy and Makasio saying that I'm having a show at another, it's because you have not committed him. In the case of Makasio, you have not. In fact, you wanted, maybe she wanted Makasio to just pass through, as they say. And now he has a show at another town that he will get good money. He won't come and pass through. So they were not ready for business, as you want to say for them. I think they just went there with their own plan. They got on the ground and saw that, no, this one will not work. Let's re-strategize. But their re-strategy also was bad enough so they couldn't execute it the way they should. I think she should stop talking about it. Me, when I heard, I was like, you were ready to pay. You didn't say I paid and he said that, no, I won't come, so take your money back or something. You were ready to pay. No. I think she should stop talking about it, because for me, I'm like, no, she has a bad team. That's what was ringing in my head. Because being ready to pay is nothing. I mean, just say come for the money, let's do it, and let him say no, I still won't come. But when she said I was ready to pay, and I'm saying she's just joking. It's because he didn't come. That's why she's saying that. That's how I feel. Like now she has the hindsight to say that I was even ready to pay because he didn't come. If I would take her serious if she says that I paid the money, or I told him to come for the money and he refused to come. That's where I will be serious with her. But being ready to pay there, no more my ready to pay no ebini. Or more my ready to pay. If you are on the day they are ready to pay, but the money is not coming. True. So I think she should stop talking about it, because you were ready to pay is not good enough, and based on all the things coming out, they couldn't decide well before getting there. Like their plans to do this thing was poor from the beginning. Yes, so it's with her and her team, and she should just take it like that.
Well, beautiful day it has been here on Showbiz Daily Live on Sammy Flex TV. Great insight from my panel members, made up of Roland Amate, immediate left, Derek Money in the middle, as well as in Team Dodo Solomon. Personally, I've enjoyed the conversation. And to the producers, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And for you, for spending quality time to watch, thank you so much. But remember, your input also means a lot, and we enjoy reading from you, devoid of attacks and insults. So put it in, and let's also come and absorb what you also have to share. And remember to also subscribe to us, because here we do showbiz, and this year we even hope to raise it a notch higher, just as it has started already. Enjoy some more on Sammy Flex TV. We see you in our next video. Bye bye.